Hey guys, good after. Yeah. Okay, it's 1:41. Good afternoon, guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? It's your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I told y'all last week I was going to try to start coming live just a little bit more often, depending on how I feel. And today I feel like going live and talking with you guys today. So if you guys are watching me on YouTube and you like today's content, please like the video while you're watching for all of the algorithms and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching me on Facebook, like the video as well. If you guys are on Instagram, hey Akash, hey Keisha, if you guys are on Instagram, please share the video. Well, if you want to see my screen on Instagram, head over to our YouTube, which is Folasade TV. So we're going to talk about today and say, here y'all go. When I'm screaming, y'all all in the feed or whatever. Now we want to talk about something that's really, really important today, which is hobby. Is your business a hobby or not? And the reason why we're talking about this today is because right now we're going into 2023. We got like less than 60 days left throughout the 2022 year, right? And a lot of y'all still BSing and a lot of y'all still procrastinating with those businesses, or you're finally making money in that business, but you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So today we really going to bring to light how you guys are really self-sabotaging your business strictly because you're operating it like a hobby. Okay, so did I do not disturb on my phone? Give me 1 second, Instagram. Let me do not disturb. Okay, I did that. Okay. All right, and give me 1 second, y'all. I'm multitasking. Let me pin the topic. Oh no, it says it at the top. Okay, perfect. It fits. Hobby or business. Okay, so why am I talking about this? Because first things first, guys, y'all already know that everywhere is saying that, and I'm gonna share my screen. This is why I said if you guys want to see my screen, head over to our YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV, because I'm about to get ready to start sharing my screen and things like that. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, you need to head over to our YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm about to share my screen. All right, guys. So why am I talking about this? Because right now, if you guys did not know, and you've probably heard this more during COVID, right? More during COVID and a little bit prior to COVID, but much more during COVID, right? You guys heard that black businesses, the rate that we were starting up businesses skyrocketed, right? Y'all remember that, okay? Okay. They said that we were the first ones, but here we go now. What the stats say. Black business ownership tumbled at pandemic start. So prior to the pandemic, they were saying, oh, Black women were starting businesses at a skyrocketing rate. I think they said like 400%. I remember I even talked about it on one of my live streams. Black businesses are starting up at a higher rate and all of those things and this, right? All right. So you know when the pandemic hit, right? We're about to read on my screen. We're looking at the U.S. News article says Black business ownership going up. It says, but now this group is making a comeback. So, but just over 1.2 million African Americans were self-employed in February 2022 compared to slightly under 1.1 million in February 2020. So another study from the website domain company GoDaddy found that Black owners have accounted for 26% of all websites created for new businesses since the pandemic began, compared to 15%. So they're saying since the pandemic, we have still been starting businesses, okay? They said the gains are greater than what other demographic groups have seen. According to Farley's analysis of the census data, the number of Black small business owners was 28% higher in the third quarter of 2021 than it was pre-pandemic, compared to 19% for Latino business owners and 5% for white and Asian business owners. I'm definitely seeing it here on the ground in Pittsburgh. The narrative is not only shifting, but our actions and outcomes are starting to trend upward as well. So right now, guys, we are getting our feet wet. We are starting businesses. However, there's no data out there that can show, are our businesses valuable? Are our businesses making money? Are our business turning a profit? And this is where you guys hate when I lead into say this. This is where you guys having your numbers and doing things right will actually benefit us. Like, for example, guys, if a lot of you are not tracking your income and you mistakenly underreport your income, right? Because you deal with a lot of cash or whatever the situation may be. Do you know that the statistics that the IRS report to the census about small businesses is inaccurate? Do you guys realize that when we don't do things right, we're also messing ourselves up? Okay, so that's one thing. They said Black business owners, we're still creating businesses like we were prior to pandemics. Remember, they say it was up there 400%. Y'all remember that? And we're still rolling up until 2022. So that's amazing, guys. Pat yourselves on the back for starting the businesses. But we have a problem. We have a little problem here. And I'm about to share my screen. So the reason why we have a little bit of problems because I'm seeing a common thread. And guys, if you're liking today's content, please share the video. Well, I'm seeing a common thread between a lot of business owners that you guys are not doing what you guys are supposed to be doing in your business, and you don't realize that you're setting yourselves up for absolute failure. So if you guys want to see my screen again on Instagram, head over to our YouTube, Folasade TV, so you can see my screen, because we're on the IRS site and we're about to talk about the difference between a hobby and a business. So why am I saying this? Guys, we're starting businesses, right? But are we scaling businesses? Are we getting them above six figures? Are we setting them up to be generationally maneuvered? Are we setting them up to succeed outside of us? Are we setting them up to allow us to retire? What are we actually doing with these businesses is the question that I have to ask you guys right now. And the IRS says for them to consider your business a real business and not a hobby, okay? You have to conduct business like business. They say, and this is one of the things that they ask when they're evaluating whether or not your business is a hobby or not. They say, does the taxpayer maintain complete and accurate books and records? So if you guys want to show to the IRS that you are in fact operating a business for profit and you are really trying to build your business, the first thing, guys, you have to do is, first of all, maintain complete and accurate books and records. And let's be honest, I'm about to stop sharing really quick. Y'all not doing that. I had to show y'all my face. Y'all not really doing that. Y'all not really having accurate books. A lot of you guys don't even know how much money you made last month. A lot of you don't even know where your most recent purchases was. A lot of you guys are all over the place, but you're building the business. But guess what? What you don't realize is that you're also now positioning your business to be looked upon as a hobby, just because you decide not to do and keep proper records. So I'm about to go back and share my screen. And why am I saying this to you guys? It's because it's common for us in the African American community, in the Black community, to say, "Oh, I don't need I don't need an accountant." Would you say nope? Would you say nope facts? Would you say nope facts about Natasha? Sorry, I didn't see. Hey guys on Instagram too. I'm sorry I haven't even seen y'all. I'm gonna say hi and everything. Y'all can talk to me and post your questions as well. So the second thing is that it says, does the taxpayer do the activity in the same way as similar profitable activities? So some of you guys may have a business, but you trying to do your business completely different than regular people, than the norm. You're trying to do something crazy. Well, they don't care about the craziness. Let me be honest with you, but you're not operating a business like it normally could. It can be considered as a hobby. So let's say, for example, if you create products or something, right? But you don't ever go to any vending events. You don't even have an online website. You don't ever go live stream and promote your business. Then guess what they're going to say? Oh, well, when we compare you to other online stores, this is what they're doing to try to make a profit. This is what they're doing to try to make money. Are you taking those same steps? Oh, yes. Okay, Natasha, I see what you said. You said they aren't keeping. So Natasha, she said she's an accountant. She said they aren't keeping books. I'm an accountant. They aren't or they are? That's what you were saying. She said they aren't keeping books. See, you guys setting yourself up for failure. So the next thing that the IRS consider, which is if your business is a hobby or not, does the taxpayer, which is you guys, change their methods of operation to improve profitability? So one of the questions here is, does the taxpayer advertise or promote the business? Do you advertise or promote the business? A lot of you guys don't promote your business. A lot of you guys don't even share your product. A lot of you guys are just using this social media thing to have fun and look cute. But the reality is, when it goes, say, for you to go claim those expenses, let you were to get audited or something, and they say, oh, well, show us proof. Show us proof that you've actually marketed the company. Are you going to be able to show proof that you marketed the company? Are you going to be able to show proof that you marketed the company? 9 times out of 10 in the brown community, this is why I'm talking about it. We do not. I see it every day. Okay, perfect. I like that, Natasha. Thank you. Hey, Chef Mike, how are you? So are you promoting? And a lot of you guys expect for one marketing piece of content to take your business from 0 followers to 1,000 to 100,000 followers. Let's be realistic. People in business are realistic. One piece of marketing is not going to change your business trajectory. Even you might go viral, and then some people go viral and still don't make money. So one piece of content, you just need to keep promoting, actively doing it. Okay. Does the taxpayer, when they say activity, I'm gonna interchangeably say business, okay? Because that's what they mean. Does the taxpayer do the business? Oh, no, did I say that? Okay. Does the taxpayer work to secure suppliers or products necessary for the business? Do you actively work to secure suppliers or products necessary for your business? Now, the good part about the IRS, they say they doesn't say do you get them, do you acquire them? They say do you work towards securing suppliers or products necessary for your business? So you guys can't just come online and say, "Oh, I got an online boutique," and you want to deduct all your coaching PC, because let me stop sharing. This is exactly what's happening. Y'all gonna have to see my full face on this one. What's happening is, you guys, and Tiffany say I'm coming with the Tiffany Brown say I'm coming with the sauce. Thank you, Tiffany. You guys are starting your little Shopify's, hiring your coach, and or buying your Shopify, hiring your coach, and then not doing nothing else in your business. And you expect to be able to write off all of your coaching, all of your conferences, and everything that you actually then paid for, when the reality is, according to what we just read, are you working to secure suppliers and products for your business? So a lot of you guys are not sourcing. A lot of you guys are not doing the research or the acquisition part of business. So you're not able to get the products. You're not able to get your product to market because you're not doing the business part of business. And guys, if you're liking today's content, please like the video for the algorithms, and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're liking the content that I'm talking about. If you're watching us on Facebook, please like the video, and on Instagram, if you guys want to see my screen, here over to YouTube and stuff. And I know I may have to set a set schedule with YouTube. Y'all are killing me over there. I do not want to set a set schedule. Just want to just go live and have fun. Why can't I just go live and have fun, y'all? Okay. So that's the second thing. So I'm about to go back and start sharing again, okay? All right, so the IRS says, man, this is a good one. 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 Has the business person, or their advisors prepared for the business by extensive study of its accepted business, economic, and scientific practices. So have you done your research? Have you become an expert in that industry? Have you observed the common practices in that industry? And then the second thing it says, do you, the business owner, follow the accepted business practices or advice of experts when they pursue the activity? So now they say, okay, you got the advice, but do you follow it? They use all of this to determine whether or not you guys are real business people. And a lot of you guys have done consultations with me. A lot of you guys have done stuff with me and you have not executed it, but you walk around talking about you in business. A lot of you guys have hired every coach over the sun, under the water, and you talking about your own business, but you haven't executed. A lot of you guys have content sitting in your draft that you haven't posted, and you say you in business. Guys, you're not in business. You are a hobby, a hobby. Okay? Go live, have fun, and keep going. Yes, thank you. Your YouTube. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. You guys are doing a hobby. And give me 1 second, y'all. I did not realize that my computer was on 3%. So give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick little break. Not intentionally, but I just realized the computer's about to die. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I had to grab my computer. I thought I was just on point, y'all. Still missed something. Okay. So basically, you guys are operating a hobby, a hobby. Let's go. But I don't want you guys to end 2022 with that hobby mindset. This is why we're having this discussion today. And the reality is, I'm also having this discussion with you today is simply because, as I've been saying, guys, for over the past years, before any other news station mentioned it to you guys, when Biden was first elected, he always attempted to try to get more funding with the IRS. So guess what? The IRS have more funding. So with more funding, guess what happens? More audits, more examination, more document requests, more stuff from you guys. And I know that they're going to target a lot of you business owners because you guys are still doing the things that I've been asking you guys for years not to do. You guys are still not keeping paperwork and giving me numbers with 0 zeros. You can't do that. You guys are still filing things that you're still filing other people's children. You can't do that. You cannot do those things, guys. Let's stop trying to use the tax system to really come up, guys. Let's stop it, okay? So we about to get back into it, guys. If you're enjoying what I'm putting down, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. If you want to stay on Instagram and still want to support, please head over to Folasade TV and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on the verge to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 930 subscribers or 929 subscribers, guys. So I'm trying to get our YouTube channel to 1,000 followers. So it'll be greatly appreciated, guys, if you head over there and subscribe to my channel. Okay. So I'm about to take a little bit of shift really quick. And we're about to talk about this simply because let me show another stat. I'm about to share my screen, guys. We're about to go into, hold on. Is it the right one? Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got so much stuff open. Here we go. So we're going to talk about black Black-owned businesses in the U.S. cities. We're going to talk about some of the data with the Black businesses, okay, in our cities. All right. So we're going to talk about them. Okay, so this study and this survey is from the Brookings um, organization. Anytime I show you guys anything, especially if we're going to use it on a technical level, it's going to be from either Pew Research, Brookings, U.S. Census. It's going to be real surveying, nonprofit organizations that I pull data for you guys from. But we're about to go ahead on and read this because you guys are you're starting the businesses, but we're not doing the things that we need to take our businesses to the next level and build the generational wealth and the lineage and the strength in our businesses so we can carry those business overs from your generation to your grandchildren, or to your children and to your grandchildren, because we're not doing the things that we need to do. So right now, guys, you probably can see my screen. This table that we're looking at, it says metro areas with the highest representation. Well, let me just read something first. Let me read this first. We can get some context. It said Black-owned businesses are prevalent in the Southeast, but still far below the Black population share. Okay. No metro area in the US has a share of Black-owned employer. Keyword, and I said this a few years ago. Y'all looked at me as I was crazy. Black business owners are not hiring. Okay, we have a problem with that. We're not making enough money. It's a lot to do with the accounting part of the business that is forcing us to not be able to hire. You're not. It's just so much. You guys are not hiring accountants, so you're not knowing what you need to hire. It's just so many layers to this. That's why we're having this discussion, guys. So let's continue on. It says among 69 metro areas for which the 2020 ABS report data, the highest proportion of Black-owned firms among employer businesses in Fayetteville, North Carolina at 11.2%, or 585 out of 5,210 businesses had employees. And that's just one city, Fayetteville, North Carolina. On a global level, guys, we're only hiring 2.5 people, the average Black-owned business. Natasha said, yep, they are going to be in trouble this upcoming season. Exactly. Okay. So we're starting the businesses, guys. But guess what? We're not doing the accounting. And see, you guys, when I say accounting and I say bookkeeping and I say all of these things, guys, you think I'm just talking about taxes. No. I'm talking about your profit margins. I'm talking about your revenue. I'm talking about your ability to be able to hire. I'm talking about your ability to be able to pay employment taxes. I'm talking about your ability to be able to accept a government contract. A lot of our Black businesses are failing today simply because you guys don't have the accounting. So you don't realize you're underbidding. You don't realize until 3-4 years down the road when you haven't made a profit and you made $1 million this year and you can't even take home 100 grand. I'm seeing it. But you guys, when I say accountant, you need an accountant. Y'all done beat me up. I've been saying it for the same past years. It's time for us to knuckle it up. You guys are getting the courage, getting the confidence, and everything that I needed you guys to get to start the businesses. Now we need to go to the next point, guys. Now we need the bookkeeping. If you guys want me to do the bookkeeping, get on my calendar. It's fine. Me and my team, we can handle you guys. If you want me to be your accountant, that's fine. Get on my calendar, but don't be afraid to get an accountant, guys. Okay, because that's why we're not hiring. Let's look at the stats, guys. Let's look at the stats. It says here in the metro area, let's use DC. That's my area, y'all. Let's use my area. We're going to pick another area. DC, y'all. The number of Black businesses in DC as of in 2019 was 8,649. Uh-oh. All right, guys. I thought this was stretched the PDF. It didn't stretch it. Okay. It was 8,649 number of Black businesses in DC. That's 7.7% of the 7.7%. However, the population of DC is 27.4%. So yes, we have a higher population in regards to a lower amount of businesses. Now, let's talk about in DC the amount of people that they're hiring. They said a total of 8,000. It said this metro areas with the highest number of Black employer businesses. So in New York, you have 14,424 businesses with employees. DC, 8,649. Atlanta, 7,539. But guess what, guys? We're still only hiring 2.3%. And this is the problem. This is why we have no say in this country. This is why our businesses are not going nowhere. This is why nobody is taking us serious, because we don't make no impact on the economy. I keep telling you guys, and you guys been looking at me like I'm crazy for years. That's what I'm about to change this whole game up for you guys. I'm about to show y'all the stats and really speak my stuff when I'm talking to you guys now. Because see, the reality is, this is why Kanye, what's his name? Kanye. Who else got backlash? My brain done went dead. Oh, Kyrie Irving, Shaq, all of them. They can never really speak freely. None of us can really speak freely because we don't have an economic impact on this country. If we impacted the unemployment rate, if we impacted the employment rates, then we will have a say. They will respect our businesses more. So Natasha said she over here now. Okay, good. She in the comment too, guys. So she said they don't want to do it. They want to pay us real cheap. They're not paying me real cheap, girl. That's why I don't even hear that. But you guys are not taking this stuff serious. This is why we have no say, because we're not hiring enough. We're hiring 2.3 people. Do you know the Black business only hired 2.3 million people in a year? 2.3 million. What is our population in the US? USA population. Black people. Give me 1 second, because I wasn't expecting to have that one. All right. USA Black population. Our population is 13.6%. What is the amount? Give me the amount. It's what, 41 million or something like that? Where is it? Give it to me. Where is this stats? Does somebody know? Help me out if you know. I think it's a 41 million of us or something. I cannot find it easily, guys. I'm sorry. Hispanic. Hold on. See, Hispanic. I just want Black. Okay, so I'm thinking it's about a 41 million of us or something like that. If I can remember correctly, the last time I had research, I think it was like 41 million of us. Okay, white population is 235. Okay, I'm getting it, guys. I'm right, 41 million. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. I'm on the census website. I was right. I remember some stuff, y'all. I remember some stuff. Where are we? Hold on, y'all. I can't even find a census thing. What is it? Improve. Is that it? I think that's it. There we go. All right. So it says Black population 41 million. Do you guys know that our businesses only employ 2.3 million of our population? So we are dependent on other races to feed our families. I'm going to say that again. Do you guys understand that we have 41.1 million Black people in this country, and Black businesses only employ 2.3 million? So that means 38 million of us are dependent on some other race, some other culture, somebody else to feed us. Do y'all understand what I'm putting down today? Tiffany says, ouch. But we can operate our businesses like a hobby. No, we cannot. We actually need our businesses to be extremely successful, to do our accounting, know our numbers, make high margins, so we can hire our families, so we can hire more people in our community, so we can just hire people in general. Because if we even hire other races, right, we will have an impact too. But right now, we can't even fend for ourselves. That's the reality we in right now. We depending on everybody else to feed us. The government and everybody else to feed us. That's what's happening. But you guys talking about you want to be successful. You guys telling me you want to make money. You guys talking about you want to be rich. This is what you guys tell me all the time. Oh, Folasade, I want to be successful. I want to be rich. Folasade, I want to be everything. But we don't want to do our accounting. We don't want to do the basics. Alrighty, so let's go back and see what IRS say. Because see, I'm about to let you guys know that everything you guys been doing, you're setting yourselves up to, and see, this is the dilemma you guys are facing right now. Before I start sharing, let me say this. Why am I having this discussion with you right now? Why am I connecting the dots between your business being a hobby? Because right now, a lot of you guys have took an enormous amount of deductions on your tax returns over the past few years with these businesses. You've been hiring coaches and coaches and coaches, spending thousands and 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. I'm even seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars on people's books, on people's tax returns of hiring coaches, right? If the IRS say that your business is a hobby, you cannot write off those expenses to the extent, you can only write off those expenses to the extent of the income. So if you only made $3,000 and IRS said, oh, nah, shorty, this is not a real business, then that means you can only write off $3,000 worth in expenses. So that means it's zeroed out. Many of you received a $15,000 refund, $20,000 refund, because that's what a lot of these accountants are boasting online, okay? And your business is not even a real business, it's a hobby. And the IRS said, oh no, boo, we need our money back. We need that refund back that we gave you of $15,000 for all those business expenses you deducted, because guess what? They didn't classify it as a hobby. Tasha said facts. See, this is why I'm having this discussion, because a lot of you guys may think that you easy breezy cover girl, or y'all floating, thinking that, oh yes, I'm good. I keep telling you guys you're not good, especially with the fact that the IRS is hiring so many people. And I end up getting bashed when I had said that some of account coming about the IRS is not hiring, do audits. Girl, stop it. I hate, like regardless if I'm not on the out, if I'm not even in the inside working, right? I'm not, but I work with so many agents throughout the year that we have our little discussions about what's going on when I'm doing audits with them for months. They end up being like, like real close. They can't be too close, but I be knowing what's going on. Or, I know when they're training, because they have to ask me for permission to train. They have to ask me for permission to allow another representative come in my audits. And you can ask my clients. Every audit I've done over the past year, they've asked if they can have another agent in there to train them. So what are you guys saying? I can put 1 + 1 = 2 for me. It don't equal 3 for me. So a lot of you guys are about to mess yourself up, because the IRS is hiring all of those agents. And a lot of those agents are going to go towards auditing small division. They've already said it. They said it after me. But thanks to like CNN, they confirmed what I've been saying all this time. Tiffany says straight no chasing. But y'all don't want to have this discussion with me. This is why I'm having this discussion, because everybody told y'all, just travel to Disney, do this, travel, take on all these influencers. See, this is the thing, y'all. Y'all cannot keep taking tax advice from all of these influencers. And I'm not going to say no names, but I'm peeping that a few of y'all that stop talking in my lane. I'm back. A lot of y'all about to stop talking. I'm back. Because I done gave y'all 2 years to fraud the community, and I'm tired of it. And then guess what? Let me keep seeing y'all posting. And soon come, if y'all make me real mad, I'm going to start boasting y'all and outing y'all. But I don't think I had that much time to do that, y'all. I'm not going to do that. So Natasha definitely going after small business next year, especially after all of those PPP. Exactly. That's what I said. Biz said that, Natasha, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. See, I've read the laws. When they put out their first law, it was like 1,000 pages. I read the laws. They secretly put in everything that they're doing now. The 1099s was in there. I was the first one said it in 2019. 2021, Biden first put his tax policy in. The money for the IRS was already in there. What are you guys talking about? I read the laws, and then I come and talk to you guys after the fact. So why am I telling you guys this? You need to tighten up so your business will not be considered a hobby. Okay, tighten up your paperwork, because as we saw, number 1 is, are you conducting business and keeping proper records? Accounting. Are you keeping proper records? Bookkeeping. So let me stop. Oh, guys, I'm back having a little fun with this. I think I am having a little bit more fun with this. Let's see. All right, we're about to go back to... I already looked at the census. We were talking about our businesses don't employ. That was one point that I wanted to make. And time is flying, guys. Let me go back to the IRS site. Okay. Yeah, that's where I was leading to. So we talked about that. Were you following the advice of your coaches? See, a lot of you guys can get your coaching expenses thrown out because you're not following the advice. You're not. Okay, the next thing the IRS says, does the taxpayer spend much of their personal time and effort on the business, particularly in the business does not have personal or recreational aspects. So the IRS is saying, are you putting in a lot of your personal time in the business and not just on the pretty stuff? That's what I said, not just the personal or i.e. recreational aspects. See, that's what I'm saying. See, a lot of y'all hopping on Instagram thinking that you could just come live stream really quick and that's it. No. Riddick and Associates said, yes, they are being influenced right into prison. I'm enjoying y'all today. Y'all so funny. All the accountants chiming in. Oh, y'all chiming in. I'm okay with y'all chiming in, but be mindful, with my content and stuff. Just don't steal none of my stuff, y'all. Okay? Because I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm not new to all y'all coming to my content and stuff. I got to say this. I got to give my disclaimer. Do not steal my content. It's okay if y'all share my stuff, but my concepts, my content, whatever I do, whatever I'm offering, because a lot of y'all been taking my classes over the years, stealing my content, repurposing my stuff, and I know it, and that's why I start blocking y'all. I don't want to have to start blocking y'all again, okay? So we're not going to go towards that energy. We're going to be peaceful. You're not my competition. I'm not yours. If I agree, disagree, we can all be, cordial, right? Just respect, that it's my intellectual property and it's mine. Okay, I don't steal nobody content. I don't do nothing to nobody, so don't do nothing to me, y'all. Okay, don't bother y'all. All right, I just had to say that. So all of y'all thinking, oh yes, I'm a business owner just because you went to a speaking gig. Oh yeah, I'm a business owner because you just did a live stream. All the cute recreational stuff, right? IRS says if you're not doing, see, this is what I'm telling you guys. Remember, I told y'all business. Remember, accounting is the language of business. That's why that was number one. So if you're not doing your accounting, you're not looked upon as doing business. But guess what? If you didn't do your accounting, but you had all your systems in place, your contracts in place, you selling, you pushing, you doing this, and the only thing that you need to do is really hire an accountant, you might be okay. You'll be fine. The IRS would say, you know what, look like they'll even give you time. Let me be very honest with you guys. The IRS, if you're being audited, they'll even give you time to go back and have your books done. They'll give you time. They'll say, I'll give you 3 weeks or 4 weeks and get your books cleaned up. They would. They'll give you time. So this is the thing. So remember, accounting is the language of business. So if you're not doing your accounting, then you're not really doing business. Then also, a lot of Black businesses are not doing processes, don't have systems and all of those things. So you talk about you're not doing your accounting and you don't have no systems, no procedures, no nothing. You're not a real business, boo. You are a hobby, okay? You are a hobby, period. Let me tell you something, because the liability that sit on my head every day, when I come and I deal with all these janky people, now I love my clients. My clients are amazing. But once in a blue, we get people that play with me and people that play with my contracts and people that, try to get over on us. Those are janky ones I'm talking about. Those are not really my clients. Those are the scammers ones, right? You got to have your stuff in place. People will try to sue you, just do anything or try to get a refund knowing you done the work. Like, you have to protect yourself. So if you don't have contracts, if you don't have things in place, then how are you looked upon as a real business? First, Tiffany said your first coach needs to be your accountant. Exactly, Tiffany. That's exactly what I've been saying. And the reason why you want your first coach to be your accountant, so we can build your business acumen. A lot of you are overspending. A lot of you are making poor investments. A lot of you are pricing your products improperly. A lot of you guys are just out there winging business because you don't have the business acumen that you need. So that's why I totally agree with Tiffany. And I've been saying this for years. And sorry, guys, I got to debunk all, I just got to say when I've been saying stuff for years, saying it for years, that you guys need to be talking to me first before you just jump out there, because a lot of this shit that y'all receiving is fluff, and it shouldn't be $3,000. It shouldn't be $20,000. It shouldn't be $15,000, and then you end up not making no money. A lot of you guys are paying these coaches a lot of money. And no tea, no shade to the coaches, because the real coaches that's making y'all make money, I like them. But if you're not doing the work, you can't blame the coach. But there's so much fluff out here. I have to speak on both. The ones that's giving out fluff and you not doing the work. So you not doing the work and not following the advice of your coach, IRS said your business can be looked upon as a hobby. I'm about to share my screen again, guys. Once again, guys, if you're watching me on Instagram, if you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube. It's Folasade TV. Guys, we're on the verge of going to 1,000 subscribers, so please like and subscribe. Like the video, then subscribe to the channel, guys. And if you're watching us on any social media platform and you think it's something that somebody need to hear, right, then share the video with them as well, guys, okay? So we back into it. Where were we? Okay, so all the pretty stuff the IRS said, they don't count. The IRS said, has the business person pursue the activity full-time or part-time? Are you taking it serious? And what's the funny part about it, guys? They would even count how many hours that you're equating to the business. How much effort and time are you putting into the business? They'll calculate it. Oh, well, how do you expect to make money in a business if you're only working 1 hour in your business a day? How? The next thing says, does the taxpayer employ competent and qualified persons to perform the business? Employ. We just talked about that. Black businesses are not employing. We're employing at a very small rate. First of all, we have we don't have enough businesses. No. Oh, no, guys. Let me rewind. No. The stat just came to me. I'm sorry. We only have 2.3 million businesses. Sorry, I remember the stat that came in my head. I did research on this years ago. We only have 2.3 million businesses that employ. Now it might be like 115,000. It's not even millions. We're not even employing millions. It's like 115. I have to find a statistic. It just came to my mind, guys. Let me stop this share really quick. We're not employing that many. We only have about 2.3 million businesses. Sorry, I have to retract that. Rewind. We are only about 2.3. We have about 2.3 million businesses in our community, but we only employ about 115,000. And I'm going to find the stats and I'll have my team incorporated here because I pulled it years ago and it just dawned on me. That was wrong what I was saying. We only have 2.3 million businesses that employ a total of 110,000 people, which comes up to 2.3% or something like that. Let me correct myself. I'm sorry. So Tiffany say, do you recommend ADP? Not really. I will post my link. Let me, oh no, Leo's gone. No, I've been referring a lot of people to Gusto. So if you want, I can send you my Gusto affiliate link and then you use Gusto. I don't really care for, but I can't bash no company either. I don't care for the company that you just posted, Tiffany. Okay. Especially not if you're not making a lot of money. I've just seen them not pay the payroll taxes. I've seen them take money out of your account. The fees are high. It's just a lot with that company that you put in the chat, Tiffany, okay? All right, guys, so I'm about to go back and share my screen again. And I think we got about 20 minutes before these kids get in here, y'all. About 20 minutes. Do you employ? Okay, has the taxpayer made or expect to make a profit? See, this is where I've been saying for all these years, guys, profit motive. And see, when I was studying these tax court cases, when it comes down this profit motive, guys, it's a lot lingering with that. Like you literally will have to show that you're taking the initiative to make money, like you're posting, you're doing social media, you're connecting, you're networking, you're going to events, you're doing everything to make a profit. So it says here, has the business person engaged in similar activities in the past and converted them from unprofitable to profitable enterprises? So have you been networking or doing things that you eventually converted people from not being a client to being a client? Are you selling basically? Then the next thing say, does the taxpayer intend to profit from appreciation and value of assets such as land, used in activities. So let's say, for example, if you had bought a land, but some people be trying to fraud the tax system and say, oh, I'm gonna use that as a rental, and then down the line they never turn it to a rental or never build on it. So that's what the IRS is saying. You can't just be buying assets like land and things like that you're not going to convert into the business or, build on. Does the taxpayer occasionally have small profits from the activities that is offset? Here we go, guys. This is where all of your influencers, let me stop sharing before I go into this. Here I go, running my mouth. Gotta run my mouth. Here they go. We're about to go right into it. This is where all y'all little influencers that told y'all you can write off anything. It's a write-off. It's a tax deduction. Oh my God, this water. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. You see this cap? It's a tax write-off. Well, the reality is a lot of stuff could be a write-off, but this is where they've got you guys deceived. You guys are not making the money that they're making. And see, this is what you guys have got the game all screwed up. You only made $5,000 in your business, but you want to write off $40,000 for expenses. But you never really marketed. You never really profit. You never really sold anything. You never tried to sell. You just went to conferences. Like, I just go to conferences. That's it. Oh, what I say, Jet Life. Where's my other phone? I could not. Do you guys know I cannot find my phone since when I did live stream on Thursday? Still cannot find the other phone. I think the kids didn't hit the phone because they plan on it. You guys are about to get messed up with all of these IRS agents that they're hiring. And let's even take the IRS agent part out of this, guys. Let me be honest with you. Let me whisper something into everybody's ear. The IRS don't even need agents to audit you guys. They can just use the computer system. Say it again. The IRS don't need the agents to audit you guys. They can use the computer system. They can just trigger it from the system. And you guys can start getting examination notices, document requests. You're going to do paper audits. I'll tell you guys. They can do paper audits. They can just send you a notice and say, oh, well, we request for you to send in all of the expenses listed on your Schedule C. But you guys think Folasade don't know what she talk about. Folasade scared of the IRS. Folasade not scared of the IRS. Folasade know you guys are not doing your bookkeeping. Folasade know that you guys are not keeping proper records. Folasade know that you've listened to every influencer because I've been quiet for the past 2 years. So I'll take responsibility for that. I've been quiet for 2 years. And so you guys listen to every influencer, jet ski, jet fly through the whole Instagram. And they told you guys over account. And see, this is what you guys are ignorant. And I have to fuss at you guys really quick. You guys are not listening to people that have degrees, that represent clients in audits, or you guys are not listening to people that are legitimately just not trying to get rich quick. You guys listen to everybody else that's trying to get rich. It's really about their lifestyle. You guys don't want to listen to people that tell you to do the right thing. I'm not scared of the IRS. I represent clients and audits all the time, and I beat them. The issue is this: are you going to have what I need to back you up? Period. Are you going to have what I need? Are you? And 99% of you guys that's watching me right now, you probably don't have nothing in place because the majority of Black businesses don't do bookkeeping. The majority of Black businesses do not value an accountant. Oh, everybody else, because you got somebody in your family that's a tax preparer, you don't respect that I spent 6-7 years in college and studying. You don't respect that. You don't respect nothing because to all these online softwares now. You don't respect it now because guess what? Everybody then took a piece of it. All of these little influencers, all they did was take a little piece of this of accounting and broke it down to consulting. You think y'all slick? That's just how the industry is. They took the accounting industry and said, oh, well, we can do this as a consulting. We can do this as a consultant. You don't need an accounting degree for that. You don't need an accounting degree for that. We can do this as a consulting. That's what they did. Now, all of you guys have been taken advantage of. And yes, Tiffany Brown says, And QuickBooks, yes, when QuickBooks came out, and you know when the time QuickBooks came out was when the Enron scam came. So QuickBooks came at the perfect time because it swayed consumers' mindset to say, oh, well, we can't trust the accountant, so now you can only trust yourself. And guess what's happening? You can't trust yourself either because you guys know you don't like accounting and you know you're not going to do it, period. So you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up to not do things right. Natasha said, oh, no, that's not Natasha. Natasha said, and they won't have no records or no receipts or supporting documentation. Absolutely nothing, Natasha. Leave us blank and dead. Stressed out for no reason. We more stressed than them. Guys, we have to start doing business or ever and see. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, I'm not set up properly yet to do all of it. I think I am. Let me see really quick if I'm going to log into my software and I'm going to show you guys. Well, I don't know if I'm going to use that as another opportunity. I'm going to show you guys with the negative impact on your tax history with the IRS by you claiming stuff if they end up converting your business over to a hobby. Because let's say, for example, you took all of those expenses. I'm going to have to show y'all on another one. I'm not going to be able to talk about it. It's going to be too technical. So no, let me move on. I'll talk about that on another live stream, guys. Let me move on. Let me go back to the IRS. All right, so the IRS says, has the taxpayer made substantial profit from the activity? A lot of y'all have not. Y'all have only made 5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand, maybe even some of y'all haven't even made that. And that's over in the course over 4 or 5 years. Some of you guys haven't even made $20,000 in y'all business over the past 4 or 5 years. And you don't want to accept the reality that business may not be for you. And I need you guys to understand this, that the more and more money that you guys are pissing away into these businesses that you don't want to take to the next level, that is the money that you're taking away from your retirement. That is the money that you're taking away from your savings. That is the money that you're taking away from your children's college funds. That is the money that you're taking away from you paying down your debt. That is the money that you're taking away from you being able to travel just because you want to say you have a business and everything looks trendy. A business is not for everybody. Guys, what I deal with sitting in my seat, in my position, I do not pray to put this on nobody. When you guys have more than 5 team members, 10, 15 team members, it becomes an absolute headache. I don't put this responsibility that I have. Every day I wake up and I have to feed over 100 people every week. And you guys think business is easy just accept it. If you haven't made money after so many years, it's not for you. Stop it. The issue is that you may have to go back into the workplace, get a dose of reality, then come back and then take business serious. Or the reality is, I don't believe that entrepreneurship is for everybody. That's just my thing, some other influencers say everybody can be an entrepreneur. There's a difference between everybody having a side business and everybody being an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur cannot breathe working for somebody. Okay. An entrepreneur cannot breathe having the same being in control, but not being in control over their environment and their outcome. An entrepreneur sleep, eat, and breathe, and it's fun doing business and they enjoy it. Okay, they're not complaining about business, they're doing it. When tough times come, they hit it head first. A lot of you guys are not made for this. And what I don't want you to do is, when the IRS start hiring all these agents, remember they're in the process of hiring all these agents, right? They come back and start converting your businesses over to hobbies and telling you to prove that your business is and was for profit motive, and you guys are stuck. And guess what happens? Not only did you lose that money investing into your business, you also now have to repay all of the refunds that they gave you guys over the years. I should have stopped sharing when I said that, all that. But you guys don't want to do. Danielle said, how many years can your business remain unprofitable before you have to shut it down? They say like the best, they say what, 4 out of 5 years, 3 out of 5 years. But the reality is, The IRS can do what they decide to do. If your business expenses just seem like it is just more so to reduce your tax debt, even if it's not 3 years, they can tell you to close it down. It's really all about that profit motive, but I think it's the best 3 out of 5. Three consistent, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. So Natasha said just because they have software doesn't mean they are doing the bookkeeping right. Yes. Yes, we know that. Tiffany Brown say, yep, damn. Gretchen says use the church book. Use the church bookkeeper. Guys, we talking about, is your business a hobby or is your business a business? And the IRS, we going through what the IRS is talking about. We almost done, y'all. It's like another like 15 minutes and then we are done for the day, y'all. I'm done. I ain't do too much screaming, not too much cursing, not too much ratchetness. I think I did pretty well. Right? Okay, here we go. And we're about to get into that too. Has the taxpayer engaged in similar activities? Okay, no, we already did that one. Okay. Does the taxpayer occasionally have a small profit from the activities that is offset by large investments that have made or suffering large losses? You see? Have you been making large investments that have now led to you having large losses? Has the taxpayer made substantial profit from the activity? If you made a substantial profit, you good. Could the activity earn a substantial ultimate profit in a highly speculative venture? So if your odds are very, 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 very low, they might consider it being a hobby. First of all, they might even consider what made you go into it. But geniuses are geniuses. You never know what works. Everybody is different, guys. Hey, Instagram, you guys. Say hi, y'all. I don't know who in here. Hi, y'all. I didn't even see y'all. Like I said, I got to figure out how to get Instagram right here so I can look at y'all at the same time. Okay, next one says, do the taxpayer losses continue beyond the period which would be necessary to bring their activity into profitable status? Are the taxpayer losses because of things beyond their control, like drought, disease, fire, theft? If it's out of your control, you good. If it's out of your control, you are good to go. But if it's because you don't know how to make money or you have problems, you might need to close that down. Has the taxpayer had a series of years in which they made a profit? So let's say, for example, the first 5 years of business, you made a profit. Then the next 5 years, you made a loss. You might be fine. Then the next year, you make a profit. Because you made a profit for those first 5 years, you will be probably good. But the business person that made a loss the first 5 years, then one profitable year, then another 5 years of losses could be considered a hobby. Okay. Does the activity have elements of, see now let me stop before I go into this next one. The next one we're about to talk about, it says, does the activity have a series of personal and recreational connection? See, this is where that influencer and everything comes into place. And this is why I hate where we are right now with the tax code, because they haven't really accepted that being who you are, you can be a business. You know, they haven't really, really, truly accepted it, right? But if you position things right, when you go, if you were to get audited and you're an influencer, right? And because there's a lot of personal aspects of it. If you've done a good record keeping, and if you've taken in the factors that we discussed on today's live stream, get you an accountant, work with me, or, work with somebody else, or whatever the case may be, right? And you keeping logs and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll be fine. But for all of you guys that have not turned this influencer thing into a real business, have not made money as an influencer, and you're just keep trying and just writing off Gucci bags and doing all that, you're going to be in trouble. because it's a difference between the influencers. Like I'm gonna have to drop one of my girls. I like Peyton Charles, y'all. So if you like girly stuff, I like Peyton Charles on YouTube. I like Peyton, right? So follow Peyton on YouTube. So Peyton Charles, she's an online YouTube influencer or whatever. Like with her lifestyle, the way she do things, she got over 100K followers on Instagram, on YouTube, and quite a bit on Instagram. You can see that everything she's putting out, she's recording it and putting it out. So in her case, she's good. But for all of you that, you buying a bag and you keep buying stuff and you haven't influenced nobody, you might be in trouble. You haven't really got any deals or not making progress. Like, you guys got to keep records and logs and do your things right. But because we are not doing things right, guess what's going to happen? A lot of your businesses are going to be considered a hobby. So let me go back to my screen, guys, and we are winding down. And like I said, my concern is the fact that we're having all of these agents being hired. And I told you guys, between us, right, that the IRS don't even need those agents to hire. They can just send you an automated notice and make you have to show proof there. Show face. They were like, show face. They show face, baby girl, show face. Okay, the last part says, does the activity have elements of personal pleasure or recreation? The question says, does the taxpayer have personal motives for doing an activity, especially where there are recreational or personal elements involved? Does the taxpayer have personal motive? Like, did you get in this business just so you can travel for free? Did you get into that's what they're saying? Because it's hard to separate yourself as the travel person and you don't have a travel agency. And so let me just give you guys one tip. Let's say, for example, you are a person that want to travel the world. I'm gonna stop sharing really quick. That want to travel the world and be a travel influencer, right? I will also say become a travel agent. I will also say become a travel agent. The reason being is because now you're able to take your content and push a tangible product. By you just traveling, what did you monetize? Or if you don't want to become a travel agent, right, figure out a way to monetize it. So now, instead of you just paying for your travel on your own, contact local hotels, see if they can partner with you, do it that way. And then if you can make a profit, you'll be fine. But just saying you're a travel influencer, but you're not making money from travel at all might be a bit challenging. So put that in context for all of you guys, industries that's out there, because you guys are operating these businesses as hobbies. As we guys can clearly see, the moment you're not doing your accounting, the moment you're not doing record keeping, the moment you're not trying to make a profit, you are actually setting yourself up to be considered a hobby. Okay. And give me 1 second. I'm about to go back to our statistics about small businesses. Okay. Man, see, this is the thing, guys. Some people will say, some scholars will say small business entrepreneurship is not the gateway to building generational wealth. And I believe it is. And they say because Black people still have so many less opportunities and this, and that, entrepreneurship is not the gateway to building Black generational wealth or our way of getting our reparations. And I think it is. I think we don't all have to own businesses, but if we had, let's say, 20 million businesses and all 20 million, let me go to Excel really quick. Oh, this would be amazing. Give me 1 second, because I'm not going to calculate this in my head, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let's say we had 20 million successful Black businesses in the community, right? 20 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 times. Let's say we all made $2 million. I'm gonna have to add the zeros. Oh my God, you guys. See what I said? We need small business success, you guys. I got to put the zeros. There's so many zeros, guys. I can't even see. Let me format this so I can read the zeros. All right, let me see. All right, is one. Oh goodness, y'all. These look like trillion. That's 100,000 million, billion, $40 trillion. If 20 million of our businesses made $1.2 million per year, that means we will bring in $40 trillion per year. $40 trillion per year, not 20 trillion 1 year. I'm talking about 40 trillion per year, guys. Why are we not pushing Black businesses and really supporting our own, guys? Is if only 20, even let me just take the number down. Let's say only 10 million of our businesses make 1.2 million. That's still a lot. That still might be 20 trillion a year. Are we not trying to do our thing and live life? Look. Okay, so this is the thing. We are underrepresented as well. It says the amount of white people, they own 75% of the population in the U.S., and they have in businesses that employ, and they have employer-based businesses, meaning they employ people, 83.5%. Black. And then non-employer businesses, so they have also businesses that don't have employees, 77%. But look at the population, 75%. So white people are starting more businesses more than their population percentage ratio. Black people have a 14% population ratio rate, but we only employ 2.3%. So I was right. It is that 110,000 guys that I said. 2.3 million businesses. We only employ 110,000 people, 2.3%. We're not even hiring a full person. We can't get to 3%. 3 people, 2.5 people, 2 and 1/3 of a person. Asian people, they have a population in the United States of 6.6%. They have businesses that have employees of 10% and non-employee business 7%. You see how we just say we the ones that's only dependent. We are the only race on here that is dependent. Okay, Latino and Hispanic, they still a little dependent. Blacks and Hispanics are still dependent. This is why we have no say. The moment our businesses become successful, start employing more, we will make impact on the U.S. economy. Let me put up the gross domestic product. Let me see, what is the formula? See, the gross domestic product is what they calculate the value of our economy, right? And right now, let me show you something. Employment is on there. So, and spending is on there. So Black people is on there for spending, but we're not on there for employment. Which screen are you guys seeing? Let me stop sharing. I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. Yep, y'all on the wrong screen. Okay. Moving too fast. So we are spending. So that's one part of the gross domestic product, right? But are we employing? We're not. We're not. Oh, guys, I need help. Here has for over forever other nationality. I don't understand, Tiffany. I don't understand. Okay. All right, so I'm on my last one, guys, and then I'm out of here. And does the activity lack appeal other than profit? Oh, that was a weird one, though. That is a weird one. Let me share my screen, guys, and then we're about to get out of here. And I'm done. Winding down. It says claiming profit and losses. If taxpayers aren't trying to make a profit with their hobby, business, or investment activity, they can't, IRS said can't, use a loss from the activity to offset other income. I'm going to read this again. If taxpayers, which is you, aren't trying to make a profit with their hobby, business, or activity or investment activity, they can't use a loss from the activity to offset other income. So when you guys have a loss in your business, it reduces other income, okay? Dollar for dollar by that loss. The IRS said that if you aren't trying to make a profit, then you can't write off them losses. The IRS say also the limit on not-for-profit losses applies to individuals, partnerships, estates, trusts, and S corporations. It doesn't apply. It doesn't apply to corporations other than S corps. So it doesn't. Corporations is fine because no one benefits from the losses of a corporation. Okay, that much. But S corps, partnerships, LLCs, estates, all of those people all benefit from losses. So the IRS said, if you're not trying to operate that business for a profit motive or to make money, you can't write off them losses. So let me sum up why am I saying all of this. Tiffany said building business as work for oh yes, okay, I got you now, Tiffany. My brain be going miles an hour, girl. Yes, it worked for every other race. But let's be honest here, and I have to put this in perspective, guys. We could take the traditional route, which is like the baby boomers did and become neighbor millionaires next door, where you get your normal 401k, your normal pension and all that stuff, right? But the reality is they had less contributing factors in saving and wealth building than what we have now. Lifestyles are different, cost of living is higher, just so much other factors, right? So the reality is, and then they also were kind of comfortable of, like, they had to get stability, right? They had to get, we have to have some structure, right? So they had to get in the door. So they were okay with the work, the hard 9 to 5 work. And that's fine. But I think where we are right now, a lot of us are not fulfilled with the 9 to 5 work, and it's okay. And a lot of us, God have put a purpose in our heart. And if God put a purpose in your heart to really be a business owner and be a business person, I would advise you to make sure that you're doing it for profit and you're doing it right. Because, see, business can turn into your worst nightmare or your biggest headache. It can be one of the biggest lawsuits, one of the biggest financial problems that you ever put your family in. You know, when you don't have contracts and policies and procedures, you're opening yourself up for lawsuits. If you don't have business insurance, you don't have protection. When you don't train your team, you're setting yourself up to have mistakes, which now can lead to liability. In addition to that, if you don't do your bookkeeping and you don't do your accounting, you're going to end up owing more tax at the end of the year. And by owing more tax, you can build up tax debt. You go and start running from the IRS and not filing, then guess what? You're building on more problems. So the reality is, guys, we have to really start being honest with ourselves in the time that we are in. Are we going to do this business thing, or are we going to keep setting ourselves up for failure? And if you want to do business, we need to do it right. Hire an accountant, get on my calendar, do something. But let's stop winging it. The IRS is coming, and they're coming for small businesses. I told you guys this a year and a half ago. Now they approved the 1099s reduction. So is anybody that made at least $600 on PayPal, Stripe, or anything, guess what? You will be getting the 1099 this year. The problem you're going to have is that more than likely, you probably didn't claim the corrective income last year on your taxes, or you never even claimed the business on your taxes and you made the money. So guess what? The IRS is going to see an inconsistent tax return. Then if they smart, they're going to see that, oh, they had this EIN number 2 years ago. So is it possible for them to have made money and then they start requesting paperwork? One thing I don't recall, because one thing they had in the law that Biden wanted was they was trying to request retroactive 1099s. When I read the law 3 years ago, when Biden was trying to get the 1099s, they had it in there that he can go retroactively, meaning he can go from today and request it from 4 years ago. When I went back and read the policy, they didn't mention it. But I'm not sure if they approve the distribution of 1099s from past years. If they did, guys, we have a problem. And the problem is that you guys are not operating your business like a business. You're operating your business like a hobby. And number one on the list is, are you keeping good records? And many of you are not. Are you doing your books? And many of you are not. Are you listening to your coaches? See, the IRS said, I don't mind you hiring experts for advice, but are you listening to them? Are you? Are you putting in the work to make the money? All right, guys, I'm about to head out. We did good. We got about a few more minutes before the kids come in here, so I'm going to open up the floor for a few minutes of Q&A. You guys have about maybe 5 or 10 minutes to ask me any questions at all. So post your questions if you have any questions at all. So I'm about to drop out this Instagram really quick, y'all, and then I'm about to come back and do Q&A. Okay, so I'm gonna make it Q&A on what is this? What is this? Instagram? No. This is YouTube. YouTube and Facebook. Right? I'm going to stay on, but I'm giving you guys a few minutes to pick my brain and ask me any questions. I don't know how to drop down the link or nothing like that for you guys to come up yet. I don't even know if this StreamYard account that we have, I know I pay for, right? But I don't know if I can even drop a link. Let me see. Oh, I can. It says invite. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cool. Bring speakers, moderators, or assistants into the studio. Send this link to your guests. Okay. I didn't learn something today. All right, guys. So let me go back live on Instagram really quick for the Q&A. And then I'm gone. Because when them kids come in here, I'm gone. Uh-oh. Ask me anything. Post your questions, guys. Ask me anything. All right. So I got the Instagram set up to ask questions. Facebook, YouTube, this is your opportunity to ask questions. If you guys, let me try and see if I can drop the link in there. Let me see. All right, let me copy. Let me see. Did it work? Oh, it's there. And they put it on Facebook. Guys, so this is the time for y'all to ask me any questions that y'all have. Put user in timeout. Oh my gosh, I can even block people from here. Oh, guys, thank you for the opportunity to let me learn something right here while we live. So Tiffany says, do you have business bank account recommendation guidelines? So my first recommendation guidelines is never allow a federal credit union to be your primary bank account. It is so challenging working with credit unions when it comes down to getting your records, your reporting, dealing with QuickBooks and accounting softwares. I would just say make a big bank like Bank of America, Truist, Chase Bank, like your primary bank, and then have your credit union as the bank that you save and, do other stuff with. Because it's a headache. It's a headache. I'm talking about if you need checks printed out from a few years, it might be a challenge. Even the smaller, even brown banks challenge. And that's another thing. Don't make them. I only want to say. Let me not say that. I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. If I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be me. But yeah, should I say this? Okay, guys. That was a good question, Tiffany. So guys, right now we're just doing Ask Me Anything. If you guys have any questions, just put your questions in the chat really quick. We got about a few minutes before my little family come home. So I just wanted to open up the floor. And I know you guys have questions and stuff. And I just give you a heads up, guys. I do this month, I'm putting on a pop-up class on business travel. So I'm going to teach you guys how to correctly write off all of your business travel. So if you know you're going to conferences, if you know you're going to family events, if you know you travel in your business or you plan to travel in your business, with the surge of all of the audits coming, I really think you guys need to get my technique down and learn how to make sure that your expenses are ordinary and necessary. And join me in this month's pop-up class on learning how to write off all of your business meals. I don't even know where the link is. I'm going to check out my link tree or something like that. But yeah, the class is only $47 with no replay. If you want the replay, I think it's 70 something. So you get like a 6 months replay license for the class. You get the workbook and every resource that I give you guys as well. So if you want to learn how to write off your business travel the correct way, because just writing it on your QuickBooks, guys, that don't work. That don't work. That doesn't back it up. I can't find a link, y'all. See, when I used to go live years ago, y'all, I used to have my little links ready. BITLY. I did. I used to say all my little stuff. I gotta get it back together, y'all. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna find it. But watch. I don't know what the Bitly link is. I didn't even ask Leo. So yeah, I'm gonna just put the link in the chat. So if you guys are interested in writing off, learn how to correctly write off your business travel, because all y'all influencers then told y'all the wrong thing and set yourselves up. Come on, answer my question fully, laugh out loud. No, I was about to say the brown blanks, black banks. I'm sorry, I don't want to bash my people, but I got to be honest. Please don't make a black owned bank your primary either. Make them the secondary one, because I go through hell with the banks. I'm talking about my clients' mortgages are messed up. I'm talking about not getting paperwork. It's just been an absolute mess. So the reason being is because the bigger banks just have more experience with business, and I think with the more and have it more advanced technology, and the other ones are just falling behind. So once they catch up, then make them your primary. But no. I don't even know how to pin a comment or nothing, guys. I'm learning. So say hi. Okay, hi. So when I post it, do y'all see the comment, or am I just posting it for me? Okay, I think y'all can see this. Wow, you said. Tiffany said, wow, you said the bank I've been considering. Yeah. Get the bank, go with them, but don't let that be your primary one. Don't let that be your primary one. Okay, so Valerie says, thank you, Siobhan, for the badge. I appreciate you. So Siobhan said, may you please say what you were going to say? Oh, okay. So the smaller black banks, y'all, they're just, the technology isn't there. Like, they don't have the QuickBooks connection right. We're not able to pull bank statements easily. It's just certain things when it comes down to the bigger banks that the smaller banks cannot touch yet. And so and y'all may not think it's a headache until you need to prove to somebody something. So, and the reason why I know this is because me and my team, we always have to clean up people books from years ago, or we may have to represent them in an audit from years ago, and we need paperwork, we need files, we need this, and guess what, they're never there. Like, or we have a hard time getting them, or it's extremely costly. I'm talking about extremely costly, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get copies of. It's just been a mess. Then the systems online is no CSV file download. It's just a mess, guys. And when it comes down to really managing the way that money is being handled, which is electronically, your banks have to also match as well. So Siobhan said, thank you. Siobhan said, for a business to not be a hobby, we need to work at least for a day. It's not necessarily like, okay, so think about this. To make anything work or to make money in something, right? Don't we need to work in it at least for a certain period of time? Now, the IRS is not saying it has to be 8 hours a day or 5 hours a day, but at least enough time in a day to show effort. And remember, effort is also aligned with the industry that you're in. So, for you to build a successful accounting practice, your effort will be to work as hard as we work for tax season or somewhat close, but you don't have as many tax clients as us, okay? But if you're a coach, your effort might be doing live streams, posting on social media, creating content, things like that. So it might take you 2 to 3 hours a day. But let's really be honest here, guys. How can we really build a business only working 1 hour a day in the business? How? If you really can never do that. Like, I will be broke, I will be poor, you guys would have never heard of me, guys, if I only had worked 1 hour a day in my business. I'm telling you, you would have never heard of me. I would have never been visible, because remember, the time I go live with you guys, that's my extra time. That's not even my office time. So think about it. You need time to market, need time to sell, need time to promote. You need time to talk with clients. You need time to do the work. You need time to do contracts, policies, this, everything. So think about that. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Yep, Tiffany. You're welcome, Siobhan. So just be mindful of that. You compare always when it comes down to the tax code and working and really trying to make sure you align. Ask yourself, is this the norm of my industry? Do people in my industry normally do this? You don't have to always be the norm, so don't stay confined to the norm. But if it's abnormal, you need more paperwork. If it's the norm, it's widely accepted, So if you can be a gamer and play games for 2 hours and make the same amount of money as somebody that game full time, then you could do it. Do it. But it may not be possible. So think about the industry and what's ordinary. Somebody's cutting their grass too, y'all. Okay. All right, guys. So as soon as the kids run in, I'm gone. So y'all got a few more minutes to ask me anything. Ask me anything. I've been seeing a lot of I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, right? And I've been seeing a lot of people calling congressmen for their taxes. Oh, I called my congressman. I called this. Guys, can y'all stop? Y'all don't call the congressman for nothing, but y'all call them for a $3,000 damn tax refund. What I need you guys to do, instead of bothering our constituents that should be doing things that you think that they should be doing in the community, not looking for your tax refund, okay? You need to call a taxpayer advocate. And you don't have to call Congress or your native politician or whoever, what did it say? I can't even think of the word. Your delegate, your county delegate, you don't have to call those people. Just go into taxpayer advocate. IRS have taxpayer advocates, okay? Don't call the Congress people. Please stop bothering those people, because I'm seeing them in those groups. And people are actually telling y'all to do that. Stop it. Why are y'all wasting US dollars on that? Why are y'all calling Congress and y'all constituents for your tax refund? Yes, Tommy. Yes, Tommy. They call them for the refund, right? But y'all not calling them to reduce the killing. And to make a better educational system. Y'all calling them for y'all tax refund. Can we stop, y'all? I just had to say this. Please stop, y'all. Keeping up receipts. Any tips? Keeping up with receipts. If you are using QuickBooks allows you guys to email your receipts to your QuickBooks. So I would like you guys to start utilizing some of the technology that we have now. So you can attach it to your QuickBooks. And if I'm not mistaken, Wave does the same. Okay. But if you don't have a bookkeeping software, guys, like QuickBooks or Wave, then you want to just go hit on. That's why I wish I had my other phone. Take your picture, act as like this the receipt, right? Put it flat, act like this is the table, flat like this, or straight, right? Take a picture, right? Once you take a picture, you're going to email it to yourself, and you're going to put in the subject what it was. So to say subject, Safeway receipt for conference. Okay, Safeway receipt for conference. Make a folder on your email drive. Okay, and then store them there. Okay. So that's what you guys want to do. And so before QuickBooks had theirs set up, that's how I rigged us a receipt system. That's how I created us a receipt system for my office, for my clients. So guys, this is your time to ask me anything. And let me see, I may have to go open up the screen door for the kids. Y'all got like 1 more minute, guys, to post y'all questions. Uh-oh. All right, guys, you got a few more minutes before I go. Okay, guys, any other questions? Last. Are you welcome? You're welcome, guys. Should credit funding? What do you mean, Tiffany? What do you mean? Should credit funding? And just so you guys know, the more details y'all give me, the better I can help you. If you are too vague, I'm going to tell you I can't help you. And I don't understand. So somebody on Facebook said, how does QuickBooks incorporate the photos of the receipts? It's there. It's there. They stored there. It's in their system. So once you take the picture and you email it to your QuickBooks email, it's stored there. And then they try to match it up to a transaction on your bank, and then go from there. So, but it stores it. Tiffany said to go after when starting out first. Oh, should credit funding be the last thing or the first thing to go after? Oh, okay, good. I think you should be building your business credit simultaneously. Because before, and this is where it gets tricky. You know, we're in a day and age where some of us know how to manage credit and some of us don't. If you know you're not that responsible with credit, and your business do not need a lot for you to invest in to get it going, then I would say just use your money, right? If you're bad at managing credit. But if you know you're good at managing credit and being responsible, paying back, and you know your business, and this is another thing, don't get the credit too if you're not sure of the business. If you're not sure about if you're going to push this thing or hustle for it, don't even start doing the credit part, I would say. But if you know you're going to hustle, you know you're going to push it, go ahead, build it simultaneously. Go ahead on and build. Just be responsible. Because I've seen people get credit and don't realize that they're on they're dealing with one of those hard money credit people, I forgot what we call them. And they end up going to your bank account every day, getting money out. You don't want to deal with those type of lenders. I just say if you're not responsible financially, just start small, and never spend more than 30%. Never, no more. Yeah, be very responsible. Yes. Okay, guys. So the kids just came in, y'all. Okay, so Valerie said, is it best to have a certain amount of money before opening a business account? No. If you operating your business, I want you to have that business account. The moment that you guys make money in that business or spend money, I would like for it to come from the business account. I would love for you guys to start establishing relationships with your banks early on. A lot of you guys just use the Cash App and the PayPal, and then you don't have the business bank account. I need you guys to have the business bank account so you can start building your history with your bank and building your banking relationship as well. So yes, make the moment you get that LLC and you get your EIN and you get your certificate from the state to go start your business, go open your bank account. So yeah, Tommy, I told them get a credit union, but not as their first bank. Not the first, not the primary. You don't want the credit union as the primary. Make the credit union the stash account. The stash, the savings, all of that. Because it's bad when it comes down to your finances and stuff. They'll give you a loan, but they ain't going to be able to help you when you're trying to get paperwork and stuff. Or you have to have a lot to do with keeping up with the accounts and stuff. So what's this? I've been fuel costs, especially when you on the road a lot. Okay, guys. So the kid's not too loud, so I got about 1 more minute, guys, and then we're out of here. Just want to actually, give you guys the opportunity to pick my brain. Let you guys know we're starting to get it together now. I'm starting to put on classes and stuff again. So I used to put on classes a few years ago. My last class I did was audit proof and how to hire your child. Those are the last 2 classes. So it's been a few years since I've taught a class. So now I'm starting to do monthly classes, guys. So make sure you're tuned in and you attend the classes. And I have to say this for all the people, everything that you guys pay me is a tax write-off. Everything, every course that I teach you guys, every consultation you do with me is legitimately a tax write-off. There's no gray areas with that, okay? So Valerie says, so it's best to open business account at a bank instead. I want you to do both, Valerie. If you can, I want you to do both. See, because I want you to have the relationship with the credit union as well, and I want you to have the relationship with the bank, the big bank. You need both. And the reason why is because I've experienced the hardships of just having a credit union account and not a big bank one. And I had a bad experience with clients when they only had the big bank accounts and not the credit unions. So a good sweet mix for me, I need y'all at least have one credit union and one big bank. And I want activity in both, but not a lot activity too much on the credit union side. So the credit union, your stash account, your savings account, all of that. Let's use the credit union account as our business building account. That's where we're putting the business savings, we're building the business credit. You might be able to get a loan through them quickly, boom. And then the other one will be our operating account. Okay. The big bank is our operating one, and the credit union is our big bank, our saving one. All right, guys, so I'm about to head out. I enjoyed, like I said, I will try to come live. I think about maybe 1 p.m. is a good time because everybody go live around like 12 o'clock. Because I used to go live at 12 o'clock. If you see my schedule, say go live 12 o'clock p.m. I don't know, guys. We'll see. But I'm going live. So accept it. I'll try to get a schedule for YouTube. I'm not sure if I do. If I don't, I don't know. All right, guys. I enjoyed. Please, guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we're on the verge to 1,000 subscribers. We're at like 9. Let me see where we are now. Let's see if y'all follow me on YouTube. We were at like 929 when I came live. I bet not still be at 929 now. Okay, hey, 933. That's good. We're at 933 subscribers on YouTube. So we can get the YouTube monetized and I can start just doing my thing, guys. Okay. Your stomach still hurting?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, let me get ready to go. Bryn came home with her stomach hurting. You guys have an amazing day, guys. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to the next episode. That's the next episode. The next live stream. Tiffany, yeah. So I'm going to put the whole interview with Charleston White out there, guys. That thing was amazing. It was like we would start arguing, but we wasn't arguing. We were just trying to get our little point across. It was so funny. He was like, "This is the best interview ever." So yeah. So guys, so let me go ahead on and try to get this baby done. They said she drank a lot of water at school, so we'll see. But you know, these kids be stealing snacks and everything. Y'all, they be stealing stuff. They be stealing stuff. Yeah, they be stealing stuff, y'all. All right, guys. I love you guys. Bye bye, y'all. You're welcome, Valerie.